That is what he does. And then on the other end, that's a 2-foot on the line for Jared Roden.
Now this kid, big upside, gotten better every single year. He's worked on his game. Known better for his middle game, but stretching it.
Yeah, Roden preseason Big East first team. He had 16 points and 5 boards in the win against Michigan.
I got to use Brunk for screening too. Move Ike around, get him away from the rim.
Obiagu's such a force in there. Here's Branham, the young freshman, right on the angle. Boy, he's growing up in the first few games.
He's starting to feel confident, really high attitude, great IQ for the game as well.
Ohio Mr. Basketball, Malachi Branham, a top 30 recruit for the Buckeyes. Stop and pop, there's Roden again. Boy, the shots are dropping early here in Fort Myers.
Well, have you noticed all these teams are ready to play early? Goodness.
A lot of energy this tournament in its 4th year of existence. Best crowd we've had.
That's what you got to do. You're going to get clean looks. Move Ike around. Obiagu doesn't have the foot speed to counter.
Liddell, he has shown that early in the year. He can hit the mid-range. These two teams, both 3 of 4 from the floor here early. And Bill, this Seton Hall team so balanced. 7 guys average 9 or more points. Almost a turnover. Roden taking it in on Brunk, and Brunk commits the foul.
Both centers have a little trouble hedging, showing on that ball screen, but the ability to get to the rim, and this is earlier, this is a talented kid. That mid-range jumper, he has worked and developed unhurried. And how about big time? No show, big time delivery.
You and I talked about it when they played Xavier. Liddell said that if he's going to go to the next level, the NBA team said, we need to see your outside jump shot, and he's showcasing that early.
Absolutely, and he's worked on his ball handling too, which will really get him to that middle area. Two-time Mr. Basketball, huh? Jabari Parker, the only other guy, I think?
Yeah. Yeah, Liddell was from just outside of the St. Louis area. What a player in high school, now in the college level, as Roden misses the first.
I'm really amazed watching all these games this early in the year, how ready these teams are. Because they're there all summer now and in the fall. So the preparation is a lot different. The old days, October 15th, you couldn't talk to your kids, you couldn't be in the gym. And it showed.
And you think about it, too, there's a lot of older players, a lot of COVID seniors playing in their 5th, sometimes their 6th year.
Some of these guys are my age.
Or somewhere thereabouts in the ballpark.
Proximity.
Liddell, here you go again, stepping out and knocking down the 3.
That's a great matchup. Chris Holtman taking advantage.
And E.J. Liddell already now 7 threes on the season.
And you just see a little step at Ike. Obiagu not able to counter. This is why Samuel's going to become important in this game for Seton Hall. Maybe a better matchup for a talent like EJ. This is where he's tough. You can manufacture post that nice look.
Look at that. And look at the flush by Obiagu.
Joey Brunk looked to help, snuck a peek, paid dearly.
Seems like when Richmond is on Wheeler, he feels like he's got that height advantage on the other side.
Absolutely. There's that 2-3 zone that he played in. He's great at jumping passing lanes as well. Nice handle here in the step back.
This time Liddell missing. It's only the 3rd missed shot we've had. 8 makes so far for these two teams. Slipping in Obiagu.
Good help by Brunk.
And Liddell couldn't save it.
The team's really going to their ball screen. Here's that post-up ability. Of course, drawing the attention, and Big Ike got some strength. You can't scrape those arms and come up with it. Richmond, I think, is one of the most important players for this team as he progresses. That will dictate where Seton Hall ends up this year.
You mentioned he played for Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. Inside, little contact. They're going to get Zed Key, who just checked in.
And Samuel on the floor now. Probably a better match on the other end, particularly on ball screens with Liddell. If I'm not mistaken, that was the first free throw that Roden missed. Was he 4 for 4?
He was 4 for 4. Boy, when he started his career, and you remember this as a freshman, he shot 57%. But last year, 83%. This is a part of his game that's really improved.
It's all about tude, as they say. Attitude, and he has the proper one. He's going to play for a long time. He's got the pink shoes on. I don't think he's going home to the Port Authority with those shoes on.
Kid from Baldwin, New York, grew up as a Knicks ball boy at Madison Square Garden. Good early action in our opener.
Wheeler can make that three. You can't give him that opportunity. Nice little cross screen.
And a block by Jared Roden.
Early drag screen. Got what he wants.
He and Liddell, what a matchup that is. A couple of preseason first teamers backing up, fade away, Kale misses.
I like to see him go to the rim. He's more effective.
Ran him.
Early post.
Two times in a row. This time he wins the battle.
How about the speed to get there and duck in and bang?
Boy, Malachi Branham's a pretty good passer, too.
He is. He does that high-low beautifully.
Samuel settling for a three. It almost hit the roof.
A little tough for Key. Roman deep. He's not as effective defensively.
Yeah, Key's a bigger boy at 6'8", 245, roaming around that arc for Ohio State.
Much better job defensively on this play.
Bad pass. Branham turned it over.
They got the mismatch they want in low. Now they're back.
Step back three. This one off the mark. Liddell grabs it. Ohio State down by a pair. Arns hit the three to open, hasn't shot since. Key.
Can't leave Arns alone.
Key against Yetna. Backs him down, goes to that left hand, and we're tied at 14.
Well, here's speaking about player development. This kid, a big-time factor in a low box area. He doesn't have the great size, but the girth.
And Chris Holtman says he's in much better shape this year than he was a year ago.
You can see that when he practices.
Richmond, offensive foul. They get him for pushing off. And we've got our first timeout.
Well, we got a lot of red shirts in the building, and why not to see E.J. Liddell. A little miscommunication, the ability to hit it deep, spread his charm from behind the line, and why not book him and finish big time.
Thanksgiving Day, the tradition on Fox continues when we come together for food, family, and for football. Justin Fields and the Bears. Touchdown! Take on Jared Goff and the Lions. Unbelievable! Coverage begins Thanksgiving Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
We buy so many different things online, from shoes to socks to shoe socks. Baby food, dog food, parrot food, a scarf, the scarf tube, sleeping bag, suit, huh? So why not tires? At TireRack.com, you can find, buy, then have your tires shipped to one of our trusted independent installers for safe, easy installation. Visit TireRack.com/Hankook to see the full line of Hankook tires. Hankook, driving emotion. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Still looking for that money in your home, Daryl?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage, we used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity?
Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
Rocket.
Lately, it's been hard to know when one day ends and the next one begins. That helps.
Know the feeling on the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel.
This is Next Level Chef,
a 3-story cooking arena. And these chefs will have to take down the competition at every level.
This is not next level cooking.
It was brutal.
Oh my goodness me.
Next Level Chef, a new competition series, premieres January 2nd on Fox.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is brought to you by the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel. Know the feeling. 14-all with 14:02 remaining in the first half. Speaking of the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, let's get the instant replay, Bill.
And the low post area is so dominant. Key, just a great understanding of how to deal with defensive maneuvering. Sets his guy up with the bounce. See the arm bar trying to prevent Samuel in the lane, but just that wide body able to protect and finish big time. He might be the key to victory.
Sophomore from Bayshore, New York. So he's very familiar with Seton Hall, though he was out on Long Island where he played his high school ball at Lutheran.
A few substitutes here. You got Michi in. You got a new backcourt for Seton Hall. Young on the floor for Ohio State.
They adjusted Seton Hall, gave him that last point as a 3, so 15-14, a shot from earlier that they went back and reviewed.
This is what I like to see. Johnson trying to penetrate a little bit. And boy, nice use of the double. He does that sidestep beautifully.
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible how he sets it up. He disdains the two-pointers with regularity.
Well, folks, if you look at his numbers, it's pretty staggering. All he does is shoot threes. 250 of his 275 career attempts now from outside the arc. And Arns has hit both. Speaking of threes on the other side, Roden.
How about two double pumps getting rid of two defenders?
Well, you said it, Roden. What an improvement he's made from when he first stepped on campus. And that's why he's preseason all first team Big East.
Young always available too. Screens well, gets free, makes plays, offensive rebound. Nice little roll by Key.
Meacham fed him, but Key had it stripped.
Harris can nail threes.
Veer Harris, the transfer from American University in D.C. And now Samuel against Key. And Kyle Young getting in there and tying it up. Oh, and a little chippy. He and Samuel exchanging some words.
And that's what Young's all about. Anything to contribute to winning. And a good effort helping his teammate on that dribble drive. Look at this step back pump. You bite. Side saddle stroke. Boy, does he have a gorgeous delivery. There's Roden, you mentioned his ability. Look, once, twice. Woo.
And the stare down. I think he was looking at you over here, wasn't he?
I'm not so sure of that. Maybe it was you.
He's getting a breather right now. He already has 11 to lead Seton Hall. And here's Jimmy Sotos. Didn't play last game, but getting in early here.
That's a great pull-up. Didn't make it, but that's what you like to see. Get those puppies organized so that you're going to see a little guard play. Chris wants to make sure they start to get others involved, penetrate a little bit. Tough shot.
Boy, that was a tough shot. A little too much, but an offensive rebound. And a reset here with Bryce Aiken, the 6-year senior, 25 years old he turns next month.
Now, these two guards can really stretch the D with their ability to make deep shots. Look at this drive. Nice hands.
Yeah, Branham. He just looks older than a freshman, Malachi Branham out there.
And you can't let Key set up like that.
And he missed it. And he can use either hand, as we saw earlier. That time missed with a right. Aiken driving in. That was crafty.
How about that? Of course, the lift of the offense set that up. A little late on the cover by the bigs.
7 of 11 for Seton Hall, 7 of 12 for Ohio State. Young kicks out. Branham, no. Side iron.
Good check out by Kale, too.
That's the first 3 that Ohio State has missed. They made their first 3 tonight. Take it inside, blocked, and eventually Young grabs it.
They're really hugging Aiken and Harris deep. That's why their ability to get to the rim.
Here's Key again. Look at that. Going to that other shoulder.
He is really talented. Well, he's got a nice counter move. Plays with a lot of confidence. And physically more imposing than Samuel.
4 points now for Key. Coming off the bench, giving him 22 minutes a game, the sophomore.
Double screen. Samuel forgot to play. He likes that 3.
And there it is again, high arcing. This one no good. Kale again, another offensive rebound for him.
Boy, Aiken with a catch at his 3.
Well, Chris Holtman said we need to be better defensive rebounders, but they've given up a few offensive boards early here. Extra pass in the corner. The lefty lines it up off the mark for Jackson.
Excellent defense by Ohio State.
Curious to see their rebound. They gave up 51 offensive rebounds through the first 4 games, the Buckeyes. It's really an Achilles heel, Chris Holtman said. Soto's trying to feed, and it's knocked out of bounds by Kale. Great for Seton Hall. Well, Kevin Willard, speaking of that toughness, when they won at Michigan, he said Michigan's so physical, but he said watching Ohio State on tape, we're going to need to be more physical. So we'll see how that tracks.
Absolutely. A key on the floor now. Let's see if they go zone. They're going zone. A little bit of a match.
And they get it into Zetke.
Nice cut.
And what a pass.
How about the adjustment as well? He knew Roden was on the right. Little hang time, but a big fella.
Well, if you came to see the Stars, Liddell and Roden, both of them with 16 in the first half. Jameer Harris outside. Aiken. No.
He gets his feet set. It's usually a knockdown shot.
This time leaning in. Pretty.
Tough kid. Rookie of the year in the Ivies, right? First team, 2 years.
Yep, second year as the Harvard grad transfer. Now taking advantage of that COVID year. He's a 6-year senior, Bryce Aiken. Liddell, top of the arc.
He really didn't get himself organized on that one. Contested threes are tough.
Yeah, maybe,
tougher.
Maybe a little too ambitious.
Yeah. Trying to ice this.
Here's Aiken again. Trey Jackson.
They do a nice job with their hands high.
Aiken, yes, count it.
How about the little guy with the big time ticker? He's known as a three-point shooter, but the depth, the ability to put it on the deck and be creative in traffic. Boy, nothing like experience. A little split and a little hang. Whew. Big time delivery.
You mentioned his time at Harvard. His issue, though, throughout the whole career has just been health.
Ankles.
Ankle injury twice, a knee injury in 2018 ended his sophomore season. But when healthy, you can see what he can help the Pirates with a lot.
They're rotating at the guard spot, trying to find the right combination for Chris.
Right now, Meechie Johnson getting it over here. Cedric Russell.
A little bit of a match now. Boy, it's got them confused. They're not running their action. Foul line is wide open if they so choose.
Harris from a long range. No. Inside of a minute. Up and down first half.
See if they go 2 for 1.
Meechie Johnson to Young. Well, if they're going to go 2 for 1, it's going to have to come quick. Russell.
Pull the string a little bit. Nice check out. Going for 1, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you only have about 0.8 of a difference shot and game clock.
Usually a run out ball screen.
Well, after getting down 10, a good response here by Seton Hall.
This team, no quitting them.
The 21st ranked Pirates coming off that win Tuesday against Michigan. Aiken going to work. Liddell. Oh, he traveled. Yeah.
And look who was there. The big factor all have. Both ends of the floor, Liddell. Playing a little guy and dominating.
Remember, he had those 2 blocks earlier on Obiagu. He really is doing it on both ends.
Absolutely. You need guys at this level that can make some plays. He's certainly one of them. And just watch Arns if they run a little back screen.
He's at the top of the key right now, number 10. He's hit 3 threes this half for Ohio State.
Maybe throw it deep to Liddell and have a runner on the wing.
Young does throw it deep.
There it is.
Little Leitner. Liddell. Oh, he couldn't pick it up and toss it. And the first half ends with Ohio State holding a 5-point lead. Buckeyes 50% from the floor in the first 20 minutes. And the Fort Myers tip-off starting off in grand fashion. We'll head out to Los Angeles. Mike. Both teams in good shape foul-wise, just 6 fouls per side in the first half.
Nice pump.
And then the step
Short.
back, yep, left it short. Here's Jamari Wheeler.
And both teams doing a great job balancing the floor. See if they can use Brunk to do some screening now with Obiagu. A little lift creates problems.
Brunk started but did not play many minutes, just 4 in that first half. Here he is, Arns.
Right on the money.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
It is so pretty.
It is gorgeous. The fluidity, the rotation, the preparation.
He is a perfect 4 of 4 from outside the arc. The other time he shot a 3, got fouled and hit 2 of 3 at the line. Stop and pop at the elbow, short again from Richmond. Boy, Liddell being harassed by Richmond, but no foul. Malachi Branham.
He's got what he wants there. They give it back to him.
Here it is, baseline. Oh, Obiagu recovered.
Didn't give up on it.
Maybe he didn't have what he wanted. No. 2 blocks now for Obiagu. Billy now has 198 in his career between Florida State and Seton Hall.
Yeah, Arns with that denial got caught a little bit. The ability defensively to negate opportunities. Obiagu does not give up on this play. Just such a force at the rim as he was in the Michigan game. But just a nice little job getting in position. See Arns comes over, does an excellent job in preparation. A little screen by Brunk, and why not? Southpaw, money, honey.
14 points for Arns. Wheeler tapped that out, the little guy. And here he is in transition.
Nice cut.
Wow, what a find! Liddell knows what to do with it.
Secondary break. Good acknowledgement early. Whew. Well, he can run the floor.
And Wheeler with a good pass, 3 assists for him now. There's a foul.
On the pass.
Let's just listen to that last dunk by Liddell. Yep. I didn't know people raised the roof anymore, but he raised the roof.
Sure had. Louis Contesecchi used to say, leave the chandeliers. Big fella, Lumen Large.
18 points already.
Well, he looks like he wants this team on his shoulders, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's really, and we talked about the complete part of his game, but the aggressiveness of Liddell, he's got that look in his eye like, give me the ball.
It's a different mentality, really, than the earlier games that I watched. They got away with one with Akron with Key's follow-up. This is the Ohio State team we're accustomed to.
Yeah, the win over Akron in the opener, then Niagara and Bowling Green before the loss against Xavier. That got him to the 3-1 record, but the loss at Xavier dropped him out of the top 25. And Seton Hall with a win at Michigan got into the top 25 this week.
A little horns look, pretty good defense early.
Branham, he stepped on the baseline. That's just the 6th Buckeye turnover.
Yeah, they have been solid. Branham gets a little bit of blow.
We'll also see the number 23 team in the country next. Florida taking on Cal. They entered the rankings this week with a win against Florida State.
How about Seton Hall? 21. Goodness, and UConn right up there with him. And Xavier, what a great, when you were there, the building was electric, right?
It was electric. We were there in spirit. And the pass.
Well, they are extending the D on these shooters.
Aiken gives it out. Here's Jameer Harris. And quiet so far tonight. They're making a little noise there. He'll head to the line.
They're being forced to drive, and they haven't been able to benefit. Tough twos is what Ohio State's willing to give up. They're not going to let them have the threes, run them off the line, force Harris, who's a very deft shooter from deep.
Well, speaking of that game at Xavier, Ohio State losing that one to drop 3-1, but that win for Seton Hall at Michigan, and I know Michigan had another loss this week by 18, so maybe it takes a little rose off of it, but that was a gutsy win. They were down 11 in that contest.
It's unbelievable. If people thinking it was over, and they are a tough-minded team. Because Kevin is a keeper on that sideline. He's done a great job with this program. Got great size. He's got the shooters outside, something they didn't really have last year.
Yeah, over 200 wins for Kevin Willard in his 12th season, and they're back within 7 here against the Buckeyes.
Of course, trained by Ralph, his dad, as a lifer as a coach, and of course Rick Pitino.
And Ralph, who is here tonight in the building. Liddell against Obiagu, and they're going to get Obiagu for the foul.
A little head and shoulder move. Boy, showing his ability on the baseline too. He's brought his game outside with the dribble drive, running the floor, and right here trying to elevate a little bit, drew the attention of the big fella.
You know, Liddell, he's not all that big, especially next to Obiagu. I mean, he's 6'7", 240. Obiagu 7'2", 265.
He is a stud. And so is this kid. A ton of scouts here, by the way. Saw a lot of them at the hotel. He is the center of attention, I assure you. Whatever they asked him, he has done. Worked on that game deep, bounce.
He's hit the 2 threes, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. This would put him at 20. And he gets there.
Clark Kellogg is in the building.
All the dignitaries.
Right. A stat stuffer. It's one of his lines, right? We fill it up, all the columns, yep. What a great human being, too.
Liddell's going to get a breather here with just inside of 17 to play.
Look at the show by Key. He is in better shape.
Yeah, Chris Holman really was adamant about that. Now the steal by Arns. Here goes Wheeler.
Nice pass.
Somehow fit that into Key. Oh, Obiagu again, his 3rd block.
By the way, Arns really playing great defense.
How about this? 5 feet behind the arc.
That's why you got to get up on him, chest to chest, belly to belly.
He needed it. He had missed his first 4 shots. And the Seton Hall faithful that have made the trek making some noise.
Trying to post up Young.
Over the top. He sees Obiagu and finds Key.
Goodness, what a breakdown. Sneaking a peek. Beautiful look.
How about that awareness? Kyle Young.
Knows the game. Point forward.
49-41 Buckeyes.
Automatic switch here.
Roden step back.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
Young right there with the challenge.
Yeah, you can't fool Young too often.
No.
Ohio State still shooting over 50%. Seton Hall's cooled to 36%.
They can use Key to screen with Obiagu. Open jumper.
And he'll take it.
Nice job. He does that very well. Fakes the screen, slips, gets prepared.
And timeout taken by... Yep, he was on that team. What a team that was. 15 minutes remaining here, and Seton Hall in a bit of a hole. This is the number they trailed Michigan by in Ann Arbor when they came back to win it.
They ran a nice set at it. Look at good defense again, but what a counter by Samuel. And he can bring Key out a little bit. He's got a little dribble in his game as well.
Every time he shoots it, you feel like it might hit the ceiling. Samuel with his 2nd bucket. He's got 5.
Wheeler's somewhat the same, too, with his delivery. There's that little fake screen and slide by Young. He does so well.
This is another unique lineup for Chris Holman. We haven't seen this one yet tonight. Jimmy Sotos, the Bucknell transfer. Finding Young. Young in some trouble. Has somehow flipped it up and in.
I can see if it's a shot clock violation.
They're going to go look at this. Seton Hall, they thought that he traveled.
Well, he is a tough kid, isn't he?
He just took another whack to the face there. You see the cotton already in the left nostril from the nosebleed.
They run out of bandages with this kid. No question about it. He gets caught in traffic here. He really wants to give it to Key, but it gets closed up on him. I think it's good.
I think it's good, too.
Yeah. Close, but good.
So they'll take a peek again. Our crew, Terry Weimer, Wally Ritecki, Lee Cassell on the whistle.
Boy, they got to be ready early now.
Yeah.
Kids are so well prepared to play. Leave it all out there.
Kyle Young with 9 points, if that counts, along with 5 rebounds. And you think about this, Bill, I mean, Ohio State's missing a couple key pieces. Justice Suing is still out with an injury. Seth Towns, the Harvard transfer, they're hoping to get him back by mid-December. And Eugene Brown, who gave him 8 rebounds at Xavier, he's out tonight.
Right. Because Towns was a teammate of Aikens at Harvard, and they were roommates. I think they're going to score it. Yeah, they score it. They had to score it first, say it was good, and then look.
So yeah, you see in the back there, there's still one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
And a quick decision rendered. I know you got a busy social schedule coming up later in the evening.
Well, after the Cal-Florida game, you know, you and I have to wind down with a libation, right?
They have nice lemonade at the hotel.
But with those guys that might come back for Ohio State, I mean, when you get Towns back, he brings another element with a shooting guy just like Arns. And Ohio State, even though they're not at full strength, they're enjoying the. But at Xavier, they struggled in the paint, -10. He said, I really felt like Xavier took the physicality to us. Well, tonight they're +6 in the paint. They've been more physical. 2 free throws by Roden.
Liddell back on the floor. He's got to get touches.
Liddell has 20. Beachy Johnson driving, stopping on a dime.
I like that, though. A piece of the lane.
Jimmy Soto's.
Mismatch.
Here it is.
Nice switch by Samuel.
So now Liddell leaning in. Still got it.
Still tough. He's so strong, he can take a lick and deliver.
It's been an efficient 22 as well. He's 8 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 4 at the charity stripe.
Weave, ball screen, back screen. Really, they're ready for it, though.
Tyrese Samuel.
He can bounce. Young with the giveaway.
Foul on Young.
Yeah, Young looking for the foul, but this is the power and ability to sustain even after you get that little bit of a bump. Takes away your leverage, but soft, feathery delivery.
22 for number 32. Again, Xavier mentioned those 8 blocks. And he's got 2 of those tonight as well, doing it all.
Back screen pop. Boy, they have been scouted well.
Jameer Harris, no, but the putback, yes, for Jackson.
Lumen large on the offside.
He had not scored. He was 0-1 from the floor. That's quite the way to enter the scoring column.
Now, this is big responsibility on this end with Liddell.
Seton Hall, can they get stops on this end to try to chip into this deficit?
Nice help by Roden.
Yeah, that helps. Roden stopping, popping. Whoa! Flying Samuel puts it in.
How about him running the floor?
Here come the Pirates.
This is where you need your guards to get set, take over, run your action.
Here is one of the guards.
How about that?
Burying a 3, Beachy Johnson. And after the make, Chris Holtman is actually going to take the timeout.
Yeah, I don't think he liked the defensive rendering the last couple of trips, but Beachy, some depth on that delivery. If he mixes his game up, they may have a guy at that point guard position, but the other end, a really good understanding of help side defense. And once you get down, Roden delivers big time.
In his final season before leaving Indianapolis to head east on I-70 to Columbus. Now in his 5th year, Chris Holtman.
Following Thad and just keeping the program at such a high level.
90-45 his record since taking over the position.
Look at him over there chatting with Terry, trying to get a little influence going.
Kadari Richmond with those flashy shoes. Samuel down the lane, dropping it off. No, Jackson thought he was fouled, but he does save the possession.
Well, pretty good reaction. Tell you, Orange is really doing an excellent job containing the bounce.
Richmond and Liddell kicks it out. Here's Jackson from deep. No, in and out. Still the only bucket Trey Jackson has was that dunk earlier.
And this is the end. He's got to pay attention.
Yeah, because he's guarding this fella.
Nice help again on the double. They got a little nickel dimer on Richmond helping.
They did. Quick whistle. That's the second on the sophomore transfer. But you see what they want to do to disrupt Liddell with that help side.
No question. Saw earlier they were able to do it. Just be careful your back screen lob here. The duck in.
Johnson catches, rips. 2 free throws.
Really initiated the contact too. Once again, getting in that lane, causing some damage.
I think they like that mismatch, him against the smaller Bryce Aiken.
They do. Elevates a little bit.
Meechie Johnson. His dad, Meechie Sr., grew up with LeBron James. LeBron, although he's not technically his nephew, he calls Meechie Johnson nephew. Talks to him regularly.
He must get some nice gifts during
the
holidays.
You would think so, right?
I would hope so. Spread the wealth a little bit.
That's when you really want to be LeBron's nephew.
He may be a little lighter in the pocket, though, after being ejected the other night.
Yeah. I think he can still afford a couple of gifts, so what do you think?
He may be able to reach back.
Meanwhile, Meechie Johnson Jr. knocks them both down at the line. He's got 5.
I think the guards we mentioned earlier have just been solid. They don't have to do a whole lot, particularly with a guy Liddell on in the lineup.
Seton Hall can't seem to get over the hump. They've been within 8-7, but they can't make a real run here in the second half.
A nice play.
Wheeler.
Oh, goodness.
Knocking over his coach.
Chris bounces back fast.
Chris played in his day at Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. He and John Gross. But just a nice job defensively by Key. Look at the footwork. He couldn't do this last year. Because Wheeler gets the strip, but it was Key who fanned him out. And a little takedown. I said, I told you to get it to Liddell.
Jamari Wheeler, 2-time Big Ten All-Defensive Team during his time at Penn State. He can D up.
He's the league in steals and ooh, look at this. A little chippy, as we said earlier.
Yeah, he and Aiken have been exchanging some words. It got a little heated there.
Now, every trip. The toughness on both teams.
Jamari Wheeler just became the first player to pick up 3 fouls. Richmond.
He's good in the lane.
What a spin.
Everything but.
Got to finish it. Now Liddell. Good pass to the corner. Johnson. No.
Those corner jumpers are fast break starters when you don't knock them down.
Roden. Arns falls, and there's the first field goal this half.
A flop, too.
Yeah, they get Arns for a flop warning.
Tell you what, that was a gorgeous maneuver. Full speed with the push and the spin. Pink shoes and all. Ooh, a little kiss. Bang. Big time. He wants one.
Saying and one, saying he got hit and flexing that bicep. He now has 21 points, Jared Roden. So the flop warning, if there's 2 of those.
Class B, right, technical.
Then you shoot a free throw.
Right.
Here's Arns.
A sidestep again.
Wow, a rare miss.
Take him out, Chris.
Get him out of there. Now he's 4 of 5 from deep. Attacking the rim. And Bryce Aiken drawing the foul on E.J. Liddell, showing no fear.
I think that's all Wheeler's fault. Aiken now trying to prove his point, even though Wheeler wasn't involved in that particular play. Saying, you know what, I can put it on the deck and challenge the bigs. And right here, Liddell, he felt it was pretty clean. I agree with him, too.
I don't know what more he could have done. He was just kind of backing out of the way.
Sure did.
First foul on Liddell. That's the good news for Ohio State.
How about the speed of these kids? Aiken getting by Wheeler, who's impossible defensively.
Yeah, those 2 guys are about as speedy as you'll see in the college game this year. And Bryce Aiken, I noted earlier he's a 6-year senior. He'll be 25 next month. Is now they're
mad at Aiken, by the way, because he shot the free throw. They weren't ready.
They weren't ready for it.
Well, they gave him the ball.
But his 25, when he turns 25, he'll be the 6th oldest Division I player. That's with his COVID guys coming back. A lot of experience.
Teams have gotten older quickly. It's also hurt the high school recruiting somewhat. Them guys fall through the cracks.
Well, it's been a good one. 10 minutes to play. Buckeyes by 8. Michi Johnson, he got held. Foul on the floor against Richmond. That's his 3rd.
Okay, you mentioned Chippy earlier. They are really getting in one another's way in their chest. Beating Michigan got Ohio State's attention too, I think, don't you?
Absolutely.
Listen, we got to put our best out there if we're going to compete against the Hall.
Yeah, because Seton Hall didn't have a great year last year, coming off those 4 straight NCAA tournaments. There's a foul.
He does that well, doesn't he? Just a little suction.
Got Jackson off his feet.
He's got to give a little ground and go up straight.
But I think Seton Hall was one of those teams that not many people knew what to expect. They blew away Fairleigh Dickinson. They blew away Yale. And then the Michigan game kind of got everybody's attention.
Absolutely. Now in the rankings. And Kevin, year in and year out, though, he gets teams to raise their level of play. He's a great teacher fundamentally. Player development is a skill he's had since he was a youngster at Louisville and up in Boston as well.
It's been a good start for the Big East. 4 top 25 wins already you see there on your screen, including that win in Ann Arbor.
Tough match here for Orange. Off the bounce in particular.
Jackson
Roden
sizing up Liddell. So Liddell picks up another, but again, he's not in foul trouble. That's just his 2nd.
He moved his feet well, and Key as well. And doing really a nice job.
We talked about Key being in better shape this year. I asked Chris Holtman, I said, who's made the biggest jump from last year? He said, it's probably not only Zed Key, but E.J. Liddell. He said, it's pretty good when your best player makes the biggest improvement in the offseason.
His haberdasher has a problem. He's lost a little of his derriere. He still sticks people and begs great in that lane with his duck in, but he's got a little flatness that he didn't have in the past.
So he went from what, a size 38 maybe down to a 36?
He gives you everything, though.
Yeah, sure does. Well, here you go again. Seton Hall's got it back down to single digits, but they can't seem to get that stop to get it closer than 9 or 8.
Extending the floor here.
Oh, had it knocked out. Who's it off of? Ooh, they're going to say Aiken hit it. Those two are fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. They only had one official, so they couldn't turn to another who may have had a better position. Look at the little trap here.
Wheeler able to get out of it. Liddell.
What a quickness to react. Ike doesn't have to go out there.
Block. Well, Richmond started to fall, and he's going to get tagged for the personal. And that is the 4th on Kadari Richmond.
When you close out on these quick kids, boy, you are in a danger area. The ability to turn and beat you.
So Richmond, he had a quiet night. You mentioned how key he is. Syracuse transfer, just 2 points, 1 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, he's the guy that's going to be running the show as the year progresses. So I think getting comfortable is important for him.
Yeah, so they bring in Jameer Harris, another transfer from American University. Inside, here's Key. He loves to go to that hook instead. Yeah, he traveled.
And that's because of Ike, too. Little body pressure.
It's hard not to know the presence of Ike Obiagu when you catch that ball in the lane.
He's a gentle giant, too, they tell me. Just a wonderful personality.
Kevin Willard said he's probably too nice at times.
Could be. Well, Kevin's not too nice at times, I'll tell you that.
He's trying to instill some of that Jersey toughness in him.
Boy, that's a break. Young was ready. I think they got a small change on Arns. Did they give it to Young? No, they gave it to Arns.
Gave it to Arns, yeah. In the first half, we only had 12 fouls combined, but now they're starting to pick up.
Well, the refs get paid by the whistle.
Yes,
you know that.
especially in the
That's part
second
of it.
half, right?
Well, it has been competitive, too. Just trying to make sure they control the game.
Roden now has 22. He and Liddell, they've been the story.
Both teams have become deeper. They're not afraid to go to their bench.
Neither team has a guy, and it's early, but neither team has a guy averaging over 28 minutes a game. You know, usually you at least have a floor general with 32, 33.
But at this pace, you probably need a bench.
Yeah. All right, Seton Hall back within 7 again.
Watch out for Young. Oh, goodness, you can't leave him alone.
Boy, they dodged a bullet, didn't they?
I think he was surprised. He doesn't get that free in the Big Ten, I'll tell you that. They know him.
Aiken down the lane.
Wow,
I thought he traveled too, but they say the bucket's good.
He was trying to do a Euro, and I think he got jumbled up. It gets a break here. Again, they're forcing him to put it on the deck. Let's check the footwork. Wow.
And the closest that Seton Hall has been here in the second half. You know, one of the points of emphasis for officials this year is being a little looser on the traveling call.
But it's usually the step back one they're talking about, right?
Yep. 3-point play, 4-point game.
Boy, he's showing a big-time ticker. They got what they want. Ooh.
They didn't get it to him.
He's right there.
He's calling for it.
Nobody coming to help either. He can just elevate.
He does. He thought he got hit on the arm. No call.
A technical on Chris
Holman.
Now here's what's wrong about that technical. Seton Hall has a fast break. You wait. If you're going to nail him, don't take it away from the opponent.
Wally Ratecki teed up Chris Holman immediately after Seton Hall ran the other direction.
See, the tough part about that technical, he may have been right in both cases. A walk at the one end, and Liddell may have gotten hit at the other end.
There it is.
Right there, yeah, and all of a sudden, they got a wingman, you got Roden on, oh goodness.
And through all of this, we got a media timeout. We need it, both. And now free throws for Aiken.
These kids really had a good second half, too. I think good free thrower, 77% early, but he's like an 80-some-odd free thrower for the year.
And he gets them both. Well, you really feel this thing has shifted in the last 2 minutes.
Pretty much so because of Aiken, too. I think really been forceful with the bounce. And that matchup is key. Of course, Wheeler, with his foul problems, not on the floor. Great defender.
Aiken now has 13, their leading scorer on the season despite coming off the bench. Splits, leans, and rejected by Liddell.
Plenty of time. Oh, rush.
Almost got the bounce. Boy, look at everybody fighting for loose balls.
Plenty of time. Didn't have to settle deep.
And this is only the first game. Cal and Florida next on the opening night of the Fort Myers tip-off event. And that one taken away. Jameer Harris.
Nice play.
Sotos.
Right. Didn't give up on it.
He's played big minutes tonight, Sotos. 12 of them.
Should have got to the other side of the rim on that play.
Arns.
There's a side saddle.
Back there is the three, his 5th of the night.
You know the scouting report. Don't bite on the pump fake. Sensational delivery. Arns.
17 points for the senior.
Don't go under.
Oh, that's deep. About 7 feet behind the arc. stays with Seton Hall.
Boy, you were right. Nothing for free here. And this is when you go to the other side of the rim and lay it in, but not giving up on the play at all. And the ability to draw attention and finish. Well, he is playing both ends of the floor beautifully.
Yeah, people only think of him as a three-point shooter, but you're right. He has played good on that side as well.
And he's been wearing that jersey of Roden, not giving him much space.
Here is Roden. Up top, catch and shoot. Ooh, bad miss that time from Harris. Seton Hall just 4 of 19 from 3, Bill.
They close out on you. That's why they've been forced to put it on the deck.
Meanwhile, the Buckeyes 10 of 19. A big thanks to Orange, who's hit 5 of them. Johnson lost it. Thought they were going to call the travel too.
Me too.
Seton Hall gets it either way. Harris finding Obiagu, and he flushes it.
How about the hesitation by the big fella? Boy, getting those puppies up and down the floor. Number 21 in focus. Are you sure this is November, by the way?
I know, right? This has one of those late February, early March game feels.
Oh, they got him in rotation.
Soto's elbow. Yep.
He's got some game when you watch him in practice. A few minutes he gets. Playing with some confidence.
He's smart with the ball. Hasn't turned the ball over yet this year.
No.
He's got 5 points, Soto's. Driving inside Roden, nice finish with a left.
And really a good job. He strung out a little word about Obiagu going to the rim.
Roden now with 25, 1 away from his career high.
Or they left Orange open. Goodness.
Another break, right?
Maybe just a step too far out for him. Not that he can't make it.
Seton Hall, chance to tie right here.
Bad gamble, really got away with it. Sellout, that far from the goal. Roden should have attacked the rim.
Well, Seton Hall came in 39% from deep, but their struggles from the outside continue. So Soto's trying to get it in. Here's Young.
Got to stay at home. He'll bounce and find or use his hook and a bang.
And got fouled.
Yep. Yeah, with the hit. Such a confident kid, isn't he?
And he doesn't lack toughness. He doesn't lack the confidence. Just taking it right at Alexis Yetna.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a fight with this kid, I don't think. You give him 15 rounds and call him for mom.
Playing in his 113th game. He's got the most experience of any Buckeye. You mentioned it, but Chris Holtmann had recruited him at Butler. Chris Holtmann gets a job at Ohio State. He says, I want that kid to come with me, and that's been a good decision.
Both on and off, right? Classroom, he's excelled.
This will put him in double figures. He's got 10.
Yeah, Wheeler back on the floor. If you're Aiken, you got to protect it.
Just 6 turnovers for Seton Hall. Speaking of protecting it, and as I say that, Wheeler takes it away.
And that, I think, was Young stepping up to cause the problem. Wheeler finished the deal.
Wheeler's so good with the steals. I mentioned 2-time All Big Ten defensive at Penn State. Now into Liddell.
Power.
That is power. They got Yetna again. He says, what did I do? Media timeout.
We talked about a lot of power. I'd like to see more of that. We know now we can step out. Dependent on matchups and their understanding of when to take advantage of it will grow as the year progresses.
Last year, Big Ten first team was a finalist for the Naismith and Wooden Awards, averaging over 16 points and 7 rebounds. And the start to this year has been even more sensational.
Would you give it to Karl Malone? I mean, it'd be on that watch, I would think, right? Power forward.
Well, this year he certainly is.
Although the NBA probably be a small forward.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's going to have to do a position change at the next level.
But I think he's got the goods.
He's showing he can shoot it here in the early going.
A nice big trip right now for Seton Hall, I think. Look at Wheeler go over the top.
This is their go-to guy. Roden with 25,
wow.
Now 27, a new career high.
And Orange was right there. Big time delivery.
I mean, there's nothing you can do defensively.
No, absolutely. Offense usually wins out.
Previous career high was 26. Give Roden 27, 5-point game. Here goes Young, down inside, fading.
Too far away. That's not his game. A little closer for that spin delivery.
And against that big 7'2" body of Ike Obiagu. Chance for the Hall to make it a one-possession game. Stop and pop, and they just did. Aiken.
But they don't go away, do they?
Just like in Michigan when they were down 11 and they never gave up and they ended up winning it.
Blows up that screen pretty good, Harris. Ike looming large here.
Liddell against two of them. Missed
Look who gets it.
How about Young?
Just knows the game. Spun under the rim, got in position, and really did a great job seizing the opportunity. But down to this end, this is just great defense and counter. Woo. Just enough, and you can't give him that much room. No show on the ball screen. And Wheeler doing the right thing, going over the top.
Fifth three for Seton Hall. They've struggled from deep, but Aiken gave them one when they needed it to make it a 2-point game. And now,
I don't know what the holdup is.
I was just going to say a little delay before Young shoots the free throws.
Yeah, he's taking advantage, talking to some of his players on the sideline.
But there was no official at the scorer's table.
No.
Young hits the first. Chris Holman trying to get this team to a 4-1 start.
This is a different team now than I saw early in the year. I think you'd agree with me.
Absolutely. You mentioned that Akron game where they labored for a 1-point win on the key buzzer beater, but they're looking better.
Oh, nickel dimer.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, small change.
That's
McCrory's basement.
Third on Arns. But the big thing now is these fouls are all going to result in 2 free throws for Seton Hall.
Clock doesn't move. A lot of things go their way.
Double bonus both ways. And Jackson calmly knocks down the first. Another transfer, Trey Jackson, who came from Missouri a couple of years ago. Detroit native, said it was a dream to beat Michigan and had 13 points in that game. He knocks down 2 free throws there. And all of a sudden, partner, this is down to a 1-point ball game.
And extend the floor with some pressure here. Guard time, getting into the right spot, getting over the timeline, making good decisions. So this has been sound.
Giving him 16 big minutes off the bench, Sotos. Liddell.
Look at this move.
Obiagu tried to help, but a foul call.
Just a little premature on the timing, but a nice help by the big guy. And Liddell, that elbow ISO, just turn and look at this first step and the shoulder, the strength. Nice little timing play. Obiagu, Tedley.
27 now for E.J. Liddell.
They're both teams leaving it out there, aren't they?
Really are.
Just sensational effort.
From the jump, I mean, we had the 5 minutes where the lights went out. Both teams went to the benches, but outside of that, blood, sweat, and tears left on the court tonight in Fort Myers.
I usually only get upset when the lights go out in some establishments, not in the basketball court.
Well, you already found the one tonight by the hotel that's open till 2 a.m. So 75-72, 2 minutes.
Little horn set.
Aiken almost lost his footing and blocked out. It'll stay on this side, 18 to shoot.
And Branham on the floor now. He's guarding Roden. A big matchup for him. And concentration, coming from high school.
Ooh. Young was saying, I didn't touch it, went off him. Right underneath there is Roden kicking it out for the tie. No.
They got a foul on Harris.
Yep.
Soda's doing his job. And that's one thing Ohio State, even though they've given up a lot of offensive rebounds, they've tried to put bodies on people. And right here, Roden very unselfish there. In traffic, good clean look. Can't beat the opportunity. Inside out, very tough to cover. An offensive rebound kick out, tough to cover.
Got a good look there. Jackson's a good shooter.
Yeah, he is.
So now, Soto's to the line.
You mentioned Jackson. I think it was 50%, 10 of 20 games at Missouri.
Well, even the referees are getting into this one.
Boy, put that kid away for life.
That was Wally Ritecki who teed up Holtman earlier. And Sotos gets 1 of 2. Each team 2 timeouts down the stretch, both in the double bonus.
Using Ike to screen here.
Aiken, you talked about his big second half. Here he goes.
Well, he is quick and clever.
But this has been the
refuses.
Roden
on the pass. Boy, he can explode. Can he? Either hand. Deft bounce. Great body control. Great extension.
Now 2 free throws. We mentioned it earlier. So improved at the line from the beginning of his career when he struggled at 57%. He's been there a lot tonight. 9 of 11.
The great thing about him on that particular play, Kevin had everybody high. Ike is out on the top of the key. The corners are spread, and nobody roaming around the rim. Pretty good deployment.
Chris Holtman brings Wheeler back in for Branham. Both of them good. Give him 29 now. What an opener to this event.
Liddell's got to get a touch on this trip. Look at the mismatch here. He should just roll down to the box.
Here he is, but way away.
Or get a little jump and elevate. Nice help by Ike. Now the mismatch with Young.
Well, Young was calling.
He wanted it. They got to switch back.
Liddell against Obiagu.
Wow.
Look at the board. Young putting his body on the line. It is off of him, though.
Boy, what an effort.
And Seton Hall, who has not led this entire half, gets it back.
Look who's right there on the spot, though. Got to give him a...
Harris looking to get it in, having some trouble. Here's Roden.
His foot,
yeah.
His foot was on the line.
Yeah, we're right here. He stepped on it.
Just his heel. Ooh, court awareness.
How big was that? They've been so good at protecting the ball. That's just their 8th turnover. Watch the foot.
Yeah, just that.
A break for Ohio State.
A break, but they played great defense to deny it out that far on the floor.
Liddell wants it.
ISO here. Either to take the screen. Well, he's got what he wants here, I think. You got to spread.
Is he going to take him off the bounce? The taller Obiagu. What does he do? He pulls up from 3. No. Follows his own miss. And now Seton Hall gets a steal. Harris, and we're tied. What a play by Jameer Harris.
Boy, jump in the passing lane. Not a good look cross-court diagonally.
They've got 2 timeouts. I don't think Chris Holtman's going to use one. No. Johnson! Got it! Ice water in his veins. Michi Johnson!
Big-time onions! I think they may have their guard. What do you think?
Wow!
He has been sound. How effort that these two teams have put forth. Just utterly amazing. Here's the read on a very difficult pass. And that was almost an intentional foul, by the way. Of course, flagrant one, they would call it. But Michi and Chris rolling the dice. A little late challenge by a smaller guy. And how about that? Whew.
You said earlier, Michi Johnson playing more confident this year, 5 feet behind the arc there.
How about that? And knowing he had those 3 or 4 inches over Aiken, could plumb bob and deliver. Goodness, and why not rejoice? Woo!
Here's how it sounded. Rattling home. So now Ohio State up 3. Do you think about fouling here if you're Chris Holtman?
Yeah, I would definitely, before they got a shot, it's probably going to be a back screen or it's going to be a pass to the foul line and just Ike jumping, fill the wings and dump it to either side, something of that sort. The other thing, if you're Ohio State, you don't want the guards to come curling and running where they got a full head of speed and can flip it. But it's one of those things, I think, if before they get into the shot position, I definitely would give it. I mean, we've seen this happen for so long, for so many years.
Seton Hall took that timeout, so they have none left. Yeah, this is the thing over the last 3 years. It's been such a topic of discussion whether you foul up 3, but most coaches seem to think you do.
Yeah, we've seen things happen. The kids have such tremendous range is the other end of this, but the Buckeyes came ready to play, no question about it, but Michi with a big-time delivery.
But you think if you're Kevin Willard, you're trying to get it to the front court in a quick pass to the wing?
I think so. Maybe a back screen and then post right at half court here, turn. You don't have much time, but I think you can turn and either make one pass quickly and a shot.
Ohio State, you know, credit Liddell after that miss, tracking down his own rebound,
Absolutely.
But then he threw it away. What a sequence that was.
Incredible. That would have sealed the game. Of course, now with Michi stepping up for him. I definitely would put somebody on the inbounder, though. Thinking of Grant Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Going way back. Big on the ball.
And Leitner.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the most memorable shots in tournament history. So here we go again.
I'm going to put Liddell maybe on the ball. I see him down at this end of the floor. Yep, that big wingspan.
And it's exactly what they'll do. 6'7" with those long arms. And Trey Jackson's going to trigger it here. And now Chris Holtman is going to use one of his 2 remaining timeouts.
They want to see the setup. They had Samuel at half court, Roden at the top of the key. It was probably going to be a back screen on Roden. Samuel catch and maybe hit a wing guy on the cut.
If you're Chris Holtman and you do want to foul, is there anything you can tell your guys other than don't foul them in the act of shooting, which is the obvious?
Yeah, make sure it's on the dribble, if anything, before they even get into that position to go to the goal. This is all about March when you think of this game. These two teams, I mean, they're both ready and prepared. And this is about guys stepping up and making plays. And Michi certainly was one of those guys. And this will boost his confidence, too. Ready, set, boy. And you're going to see Aiken slumping shoulders at the end of this thing. See the switch, that little bump got him free?
I got to say, when he caught it, I was like, oh my goodness, he's going to shoot that. But you talk about his progression. Last year, Bill, 21 points in 17 games, rarely played.
He reclassified too, right? And he's still a freshman, technically, right?
He had just turned 18, and now you count this with his last 2 games, and he's put together almost 40 points.
And the one thing Ohio State's done, they've deepened their bench this game. I think he's confident now, Chris, in playing certain guys. Now they got Aiken.
So nobody on the ball now.
Yeah, nobody on the ball. They got a free safety in Young at the other end. Here's the back screen.
Jackson can't use a timeout. He's got to get it in. He gets it into Samuel. Oh, off the backboard, no good, and Ohio State wins it. What a ball game.
Phenomenal. Both teams leaving it all out there, Brendan.
And Michi Johnson with a game winner. 79-76, and this is just the first of 2. Let's go to the studio and rejoin Mike Hill.
Wow.